Also, hi YouTube. Thank you for watching. No swearing for the next 30 seconds, everyone, including you, chat. Don't swear. I'm trusting you. That's probably a mistake. Don't spray me.
I was trying to get you to swear.
Stop it. Seriously, just make me mad and I won't swear because of that. Enjoy the stream. We're just going right into it. We just failed our Pokemon playthrough, and now we're trying to relax with some power washing. And yeah, twitch.tv/fantasy sauce. The Discord link is in the description below, and fucking send us your money. Give us your bits. Give us your shekels. Send us those ancient doubloons. I'm already on the game screen. Just fucking go. Let's clean it.
Wow, thank you, Mansu. I love that. I love that. We didn't fail. We gave up.
You're right. Failure doesn't exist until you give up. So I'm happy to say that I've given up.
I'm not. I'm gonna go do a fucking Nuzlocke run after this. I'm gonna speed run a Nuzlocke.
All right, you do that. That's fine.
No, I won't. Do that tonight. I may even record it and just post. I might just make a little recording of it and post it somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't even randomize it. I'm sorry. I'm just being a shithead at this point.
I mean, I know you didn't want to. You didn't want to accept defeat, but I'll be honest. I don't know if we should spend any more streams on that game. That's the real reasoning I have. I
know. Yeah, I guess.
And I'm kind of burnt out by it. Like that's some pretty high stress gaming right there, and I'm not used to that sort of shit.
Mansu's exactly right. I'm gonna make my own Nuzlocke run with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, except Twitch TOS doesn't allow either of those things. So,
doesn't mean I have to show them. I don't even do a face cam.
Just make sure you don't even mention that they're there. You know?
Yeah. But you know what? Wait, can you even have references to blackjack on Twitch? Like, can you just even be tangentially having blackjack in the background of a stream?
Oh, that's something I don't know. I feel like nobody's ever asked that question before. For some reason, I'm not sure why. Maybe because they've never needed to.
Oh, there's so much grease. Look at this. Work with me on this. Come on.
We need to work with you on this. We're on the parts of this truck that I was so satisfyingly cleaning, and then you came over and started doing what I was doing instead of doing your own thing.
Chris, this is
your freaking little brother or whatever. I'd say little sister, but I don't know any sisters that would do that sort of thing. Although I guess they would. I just don't have any experience with that.
We're a little behind on chat, and I really want to read it.
Oh no.
Matsu's like, you know what? Forget the run. Hey, like, hey, if I buy a hooker to play Pokemon with me, who's Twitch to stop me?
No, it's totally valid. I guess. Just well, I mean, don't allude to any sexual acts with that hired gamer.
Yeah, the hired gamer. To answer your question, Yodi, I have no fucking clue. I also feel like getting into my personal views on copyright stuff and also on that is a bad idea, and I refuse to get into it right now because I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah, we're not rehashing our last PowerWash Simulator conversation, okay?
Every time
watch the other PowerWash Simulator if you want to know more about our opinions on frickin' that sort of thing.
Anyway, but yeah, no. Every time I open
on the other side,
every time I open PowerWash Simulator, I think of a controversial topic. Okay.
It's fine. Also, Luna, the rule with the poker thing is just it's an online gambling thing, I think. And
oh shit! I didn't realize that was Luna asking. That's the same color as Yodi's.
Wait, where was Yodi's?
I thought Yodi asked that question regarding the poker thing. I thought that was Yodi's question. But I didn't realize it because Yodi and Luna's colors are the same. I was like, oh wow, I read the color, not the name. Sorry about that, Luna. But yeah, I really don't know.
Wait, were you worried about copyright with poker?
No, not copyright with poker. I'm just saying, like, I have no idea how Twitch works.
Oh. Yeah, no,
Twitch?
it has to do with the crackdown on online gambling and specifically advertisements related to online gambling, and so that it's kind of like a tangential thing, just like, yeah, maybe we don't, you know, make it seem like gambling is cool to young people. That's one of the main reasonings there. Actually, I think they're like yeah, there is. There's like a specific label that you have to put on your stream if you're going to be dealing with gambling. Oh no, gambling's allowed. It's just you have to label your stream appropriately. Like that. I guess if you were playing like real poker and streaming it to Twitch for some reason, you could just like do that, I guess. Huh.
To answer your question, Mansu, it's just Chris and I just having friendly debates on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sharing our
topics.
differing opinions is the way I like to think about it.
You did ask a question. What question did I miss? Hang on. Pickup or hatchback? Oh, I'm sorry. Hatchback, obviously.
Wait. Oh, God damn it, you clicked away!
I had to look up, okay? I'm reading the chat. So yeah, hatchback. Oh wait, hang on.
Ooh.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
It's not a big deal with Pokemon because it works when it's not in the foreground because it has a controller, but with the fucking mouse, it's a big problem, okay? I've looked on into how to fix it. I can't fix it. I want to fix it, but I can't. Also, you're cleaning my side again.
I just want to be near you.
I know. It's mixed feelings.
Okay, I'll go the other side and stare at it for a while.
I wanna do the satisfying just slow pass over the vehicle.
All right.
Wait, you didn't know poker existed? Hold on, I'm confused. Oh, playing co-op, do your own thing. Oh. God damn it. Hey, Penelope?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm looking out the corner of my eye and I'm like, there's no water stream there.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing anything from your side of the vehicle.
I'm cleaning. Look, if you look back in chat, you can see my wand going over all the dirty bits.
Uh-huh.
I told you I was gonna fucking stare at it.
God damn it. You can be petty, but don't affect the content.
I'm generous. Don't chastise me for being funny, okay? I'm just bringing the humor here. I was waiting for you to notice.
How long would you have waited?
As long as I needed to. I would have waited till you came over here and be like, what the fuck have you been doing for 20 minutes?
God damn it.
Because that would have made the joke even sweeter.
I would have been so frustrated.
Draw funny shapes with the wash gun? I'll give it a shot. Let me see. Oh, shit. Hang on. It's kind of a small space. Hang on.
Maybe we shouldn't play this game while I'm tired and thus cranky. Oh my god. What do they do? Take this truck through a fire? Why is everything so caked on? Like shit, you're not supposed to stress test the flame retardant coatings. It's not really something you're supposed to do.
Why, thank you. I really appreciate that, Luna. I drew a little kitty.
Oh, it's got a little heart.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was kind of hard to do with my hand. But thank you. I really appreciate the compliment.
I mean, you could switch to your stylus. It should work with this game.
You think so?
Yeah.
Fucking...
If it's in mouse mode and not like relative mode, that only works with drawing applications.
You know, I really would, but oh, my drawing tablet's on the other side of the room.
Ah, shit. So it's completely out of reach. Good to know.
Yeah, I mean, I can go get it, and I can go. I have to plug it in and stuff.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're almost done this thing anyways. We're more than halfway done.
Oh wow.
Which is less than I was expecting. This truck is deceptively large.
And deceptively dirty.
That's how I like them. My trucks, just to be clear.
Crystal clear.
And my women.
Okay. I just don't even have words for that.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Wow, even Luna's judging you. Like, wow.
What?
You got the whole squad judging.
Wait,
you.
Luna can't judge me.
Why can't Luna judge you, huh? You got something to say to her?
Nope. Luna's a
Good.
wonderful woman.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't tell you yet. So, you know what? No, never mind. I'll save this till off stream. Sorry, chat. Sorry to tease you with that, but I guess I'm, What?
What is it? It's okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I say it drops, then you just drop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Razor is about to proclaim his undying love.
No, I was gonna tell a story that I thought was totally fine, but I realized the only way to get context on the story for the chat would include topics that aren't fine, so I wasn't gonna tell it. That's the reasoning.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm not saying the story, because it strays into realms that are potentially not cool, and it involves people other than you, Penelope.
Got it.
Right?
Discretion is the guarantee, right?
Yeah. Well, to an extent, but it's more so like I don't know what they're okay with me talking about publicly to the world, you know?
In that case, you're not allowed to tell me off stream till you get their permission, because discretion is the guarantee. It works both ways.
I mean, what?
Well, if you wanted to protect the discretion, you have to get permission before you can tell me.
It's not that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out once we get there.
Okay. Goodness. I don't put everything into a single bucket of discretion. There's layers to it.
Fair.
It's sort of like the company mentality. Like if something is already like available for somebody to know if they looked for it, then it's fair game. You know?
Okay. I suppose that's fair.
Yeah. At least like one-on-one. If it's online, it's different. Whatever. I'm not gonna fucking enumerate my my discretion clauses or whatever on stream. That's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why they compare me to Sheldon, is because I always made my like over explanations sound like I had a fucking like enumerated legal document for every single thing that I thought about. God damn it.
Yes, this game is very mesmerizing. Hypnotizing.
I get why a lot of nerds hate Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was like, it's not a bad show, but then I realized like it caused me a lot of grief, and I'm like, oh, this is why.
Well, it's just basic humor. It's pretty low hanging fruit for nerd culture.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was, God, and I wonder if this might be the way that like female representation and like African American representation felt like at first, where it was like it's just nice to be recognized, even if it's in a way that may not be the exact same as everybody else, you know? But then it was like, you know what? I think this is enough recognition. Because I feel like there isn't a more mainstream, like, representation of nerd culture, right?
Well, that's
Could
because
somebody please correct me on that and tell me something that I'm overlooking? But
well, I mean, to be fair, nerd culture is supposed to be a counterculture.
No, it's not supposed to be a counterculture. It's supposed to be a culture of inclusivity and doing the things that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, lots of countercultures are cultures of inclusivity and things you enjoy doing. That's what punk
it
is.
doesn't stop being nerd culture if more than 50% of the population is doing it. That's what I'm trying to say here. Because it has become more and more mainstream over time. Like, nerds are everywhere now. It's a spectrum now. It's not just a single yes or no box.
Okay.
I don't know. I just think the word counterculture is not the right word for it. It's a love of all things intelligent. I think is and like thought provoking. I think would be a good description of it. Can somebody in chat tell me if they have a better description of nerd culture? And YouTube, get in the comments. Am I engaging with chat good enough, Penelope? How am I doing? How am I doing?
Doing fine, hun. Doing fine.
Did I step on your toes?
No, you're fine.
Okay, you're doing that thing where it's not fine, but you're just saying it because you don't want to make any more big deal about it. But it's clearly obvious.
You are exactly correct.
Okay.
I didn't want to make a bigger deal about it. We're still talking about it. You have rationalized to the end of the argument by missing the point.
I mean, I'm just trying to get moved past it.
I know, and I am too. I'm sorry. I felt frustrated. I didn't know how to explain it. I didn't want to make it a big deal because I felt frustrated for a shitty reason. So I was like, okay.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm like, it's fine.
You know, being frustrated is valid, even if it's for a reason that might not be totally socially acceptable. It's still your feelings. Why am I telling you this? You'd be telling me this. You're the emotional person. You're the emotionally cognizant person? Meanwhile, I am the cold, heartless bastard.
Han, when you describe yourself as the cold, heartless bastard, it's just silly.
Hey, I have a fun story that might make it might sound a little sad, but I was proud of it at the time. I'm not surprised. I've talked to my dad about this since, but I was named the executor of both my dad and my stepmom's wills, because and I think this is a pretty close quote, because I have the cold thinking brain to be able to do it properly. Without any drama. I'm just like, huh. I've also one other circumstance or one other situation at one other time I was given the compliment, and it was phrased as a compliment, that I am cold-hearted, and that makes me incredibly logical. And you know what? Took me years to realize how much it hurt. You know?
I suppose. I think that's just sort of embracing the whole male alexithymia thing, though, where you're just not in touch with your feelings.
I don't even think it's that. Like, that was never really the issue with me, because my dad, to be fair, I guess my dad doesn't cry. I've only ever seen him cry once, and it was at his mom's funeral. Understandable, right? But, I mean, I don't think it's that, because I've been fine with... I don't know. I think it's more so that emotion feels like the antithesis of logical reasoning, and it's not, is the problem, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a normal part of human life, and you kind of... Emotion must exist. I guess is kind of what I learned from that.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Everything feels weird now. God damn it.
Do you see a dirty door anywhere? I don't see a dirty door. You know. All right, I walked into that one.
Found it. Oh yeah, you're a dirty dog. I feel like I need to give you a hug.
You're fine. Everything's fine.
No, it's not. Lying's making it worse.
Are you calling me a liar?
No.
Saying I'm lying?
I once called a teacher a liar and got suspended for it.
Damn.
She wasn't a great teacher. It was after class and the teacher like pulled and had me waiting for my parents to come in and like wanted to talk to my parents with me there, and she was just like, yeah, your son did this. And it's fine, just you know. And then, but it was like a situation where she was blowing it so far out of proportion, and to the point where it was like she was either lying or misrepresenting the truth, intentionally or unintentionally. She could just be wrong, to be fair. But either way, in my mind, it was like nobody was listening to me when I was trying to say that she was. The way that it actually went down, and so I was like, that's wrong. And then when nobody was listening, I was like, she's a liar. And to be fair, I recognize that there's a difference between using the word liar and she's lying, but even still, and because it was after, it was like at the end, after the end of the school day, we just got a phone call like when we got home that just said, yeah, don't come into school tomorrow. He's suspended. And I'm like, fucking, for that?
Wow.
It wasn't even during school hours. Which, to be fair, there are things that you can do outside of school. Oh, I should probably move on.
Yeah, I've been parkouring around waiting for the next
I forgot that I have to push a button. Still, I was suspended for a couple of stupid things when I was in middle school, or what Americans would call middle school. We don't call it that. Oh, good. We've got two cars. We got Grandpa Miller's car, and we've got a recreational vehicle, a good old RV, and then we've also got a forest cottage. Which one you want to do?
Your pick.
No, I want you to pick.
I picked your pick. You got this. Ordering food with me is impossible, by the way.
Yeah. I don't think it's that hard usually, though. Fucking... Fine.
Mansu says, I almost got expelled, but instead got suspended for absolutely destroying an entire shelving unit, even if it was unintentional. Rough.
Yeah, that's kind of the... Also, this car is... What the fuck? It's got fucking moss growing on it. I don't think a power wash is gonna fix this.
Yeah, I think. What is his name? Grandpa Miller or Uncle Miller?
Grandpa Miller, I think.
Grandpa Miller decided to go and dredge the lake in car, not in a boat.
Yeah, either that or they pulled it out of a lake. What the?
Does it mention inside of our thing?
I bet you we're gonna get some details in the text messages over on the right, but I know you don't see those.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I thankfully haven't felt, or I haven't had too many of those situations where as a kid you kind of just get ignored and blamed for shit that's been blown out of proportion. But there were a couple times in school specifically. In middle school, the other time was and to be fair, I kind of get the teacher's feelings on this, but also, like, I don't know. I was in a classroom. I was in the gifted program from grade 6 to grade 8. So that's why I was in a quote unquote middle school, even though like I didn't need to be. Most Canadian schools are split aren't like there aren't very many middle schools, at least not in my area. So you would think the teachers would understand that their students might be a bit more neurodivergent, but I don't know. I just felt like I shouldn't have gotten such a harsh treatment for laughing, or no, not laughing. Excuse me, giving an emphatic yes when the teacher said that we'd have a substitute teacher tomorrow. Though I think I started saying the emphatic yes while she was elaborating by saying that she had a funeral to attend for, I think, her father. And to be fair, I get her feelings on it. Also, though, I don't know. It wasn't even just like a straight like go to the principal's office. It was like she had us continue doing our work, which was like some group work stuff, and then like 30 minutes later, I was pulled aside and said, "Okay, you're gonna go study in like this other teacher's class for the rest of the day." And I'm like, weird, okay. And then I just was like sitting in the back of the classroom while another teacher was teaching a completely separate lesson, and that was like freaking weird. And then like an hour later, I was pulled out of that and said, "Okay, you're going home. You're suspended." And I'm like, it just felt so unnecessary, you know? You ever had an experience like that?
Not generally. I did get in trouble a couple times during school, but both of them were for pretty big reasons, so it's like, eh.
Oh, were you a bad kid?
No, I was incredibly gifted.
Am I hanging out with one of the bad kids?
Like, yeah, I did drugs during high school and stuff, but that's the point.
Yes, I did crack cocaine.
Yeah, I did that too. What about it? Not during high school, but I've done that before.
Oh gosh. The truth comes
not
out.
Crack cocaine, it was just cocaine.
Oh, well that's different, I guess.
Yeah. Look, I was in LA. I was like right, it was like literally right when I was gonna go home for summer, like in the springtime, and one of my friends who lived nearby and like they're really well off, like, hey, do you want to come home? Do you want to come hang with me since finals are done? It's like, yeah, sure, it sounds good.
Oh.
So I go to the place, the like, finals are done, going chilling at their place, and then they're like, hey, you're cool, right? And I'm like, yeah, of course I'm cool. You've seen me. And they're like, cool. Do you wanna try some new stuff? I was like, fuck yeah, that sounds good. As long as it's not like super hardcore. And they looked at me and was like, it's not that bad. I was like, okay, whatever. And they pulled out this little shoebox they had underneath their bed, and they started unpacking. It's like, oh yeah, this is cocaine. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, neat.
I was like, I don't know if you understand this, but like, I didn't really give that much of a fuck.
I
was like, yeah, I still don't kind of. For stuff, like the only thing I don't do is injectables. I fucking think those are scary, and I'm scared of getting things like Hep C or Hep B or whatever.
You don't do any drugs now.
I don't really do any drugs now.
Yeah.
You're right. But like when I was in high school and stuff, I did like purple flirt and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I ended up doing cocaine. I told my mom about doing cocaine too, and she was like, "How was it?" And I was like, "It hurt a lot." And she's like, "That's not supposed to happen." And I was like, "How do you know that?"
Oh.
We had a long conversation about why I'm not allowed to ask her that.
Okay.
Look, all I'm saying is that cocaine's
you
apparently
have-
not supposed to burn.
You had a very different growing up than I did.
This was college. Growing up, if I told my mom I did cocaine, she would have fucking slapped the shit out of me.
Okay.
She probably would have kicked my ass.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, no. My parents grew up in like a rough town.
Oh, yeah.
They've done drugs and stuff, yeah.
I was one of those kids where I don't think there was any specific reason why it happened, but I just was a very like careful child. Which, to be fair, my parents like, I frequently were like, "Yeah, we're glad you don't give us a lot of trouble." But then they always followed up with, "But you can do some stuff," and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm disappointing them with how bland I am."
And hang on, I'm gonna read Mansu's stuff before I continue on.
I haven't looked at chat in a while. Sorry, guys.
First time I was only punted. There's some. Ow.
Huh.
I don't.
Those are some
have a
rough
follow-up.
stories.
Yeah, I don't have a follow up. YouTube, you probably just heard me mumble into the microphone for the past maybe-ish 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I was just reading some stuff that I probably shouldn't repeat out loud, but
But that is thankfully saved on the screen in the little chat bubble. So
yeah.
you can just rewind and look
Read
back
that.
at it, I guess.
Yeah. But no, your parents didn't want you to be less bland, huh? They wanted you to live your life while you were young.
Yep. No, I get it. I understand what they meant now. I'm just saying that's what it read back then. And that was... I didn't change the way I acted at all, which was the problem. Because I was like, no, I want to be safe. Because I don't want bad things to happen to me. And so I did the things that kept me safe.
Oh no, Mansu, they're not bad. What Chris meant to say was like we're not gonna repeat them out loud and stuff. They're just stories, of course.
Yeah.
But
No, if you're to be fair, if you're comfortable with sharing something in chat, I assume that you're comfortable with sharing it with the internet. So just keep that in mind. If you want to if there's anything you want to share that's maybe want to be slightly more private about, the Discord, I guess, is a good place, or just keep that to the people that are close to you. I mean, I expect you to use your own judgment for the things that you want to release to the world. Yeah, they're stories. They're stories of a potentially rougher childhood than I experienced. I'll just say that. It's a spectrum. I'm sure there's people who have had even rougher childhoods than you did. So I'm not saying that it's like the yes or no thing. It's just, it's a thing. All right, let's do the RV.
Okay.
So I'm feeling recreational right now.
Got it.
I always thought that it stood for radical vehicle. God damn it. Why couldn't it stand for radical vehicle, though?
It's not. Yeah, I mean, I used to assume like stuff meant other stuff all the time for like shortenings of phrases, like abbreviations. Yeah, no, I was just always, yeah, I know that's what that means.
Yeah.
And then just sort of go along with that thought process and never really fact check myself. I was like, what does this actually mean? Until like years later, I have no idea what some of these acronyms actually stand for. I better go look them up.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my personality stems from my strangely innate need to be right. To like have correct information. And so that's part of it. It's like I feel frustrated when I don't know what something, or I got something wrong. It's therapy worthy. Any therapists in chat? Could you donate some time? That'd be the biggest tip that we ever got, though. Is an hour with the therapist. Most valuable thing. And I feel like with how tired I am and all that, might be a good idea to end it after this. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Oh wow, they even graffitied the tires. That's rough.
Good. Graffiti?
Yeah. There's like graffiti on these tires over here. There's like flowers and stuff on them.
Oh yeah, a little bit of paint. The question is that graffiti or intentional by the owner?
That's probably graffiti.
I've seen people do crazy things to their cars to try to make it look good. Fun fact: just any department store or hardware store spray paint is not good to put on your car. In fact, most of them are probably not good to put on your car unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, never put department spray can on your car. They'll ruin your paint job.
Also, what department store are you going to find spray cans at?
Walmart and stuff, right? Does Walmart count as a department store? Or is it just?
That's a good question, actually. I mean, I think it's in the name. I think a department store has multiple departments, but I don't know how broad that is, or because what I think of when I think department store, I think of like a clothing store, but I don't know if that's accurate to the definition. Yeah, so many people spray paint their car. They're like super old, beat up car that's probably passed through 6 different owners. They just like go fuck it, and just like spray paint it matte black, and it's like, yeah, it looks cool for like a day. And
then paint starts chipping.
Yeah, and then like shit starts going wrong.
Yeah. If you want to get your car painted, go to a dealership, or not a body shop, and say, hey, I need to get a whole new paint job. It'll cost you a good amount of money, but it's very much worth it to not have your car completely ruined outside by you buying.
Or if it is like a burner car, like one that you are perfectly comfortable with looking like shit for like a few months until you can get a new one. It's like an old beat up car as it is, and you just want to go for it. Maybe do some like YouTube video watching first, because like this is the age of the internet. Just like do that shit. Maybe get like a slightly better experience out of it and learn something. You know? You
say burner car the same way somebody would describe a burner phone, and maybe just think like, when you're done with this car, burn it. Like just throw it in the trash.
You've never had a car that you've used for a heist and then burnt out behind the warehouse.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I have. Yes.
Oh good. Yeah. See, that's a totally normal experience to have.
Yeah, I get you. I didn't understand what you meant at first, and that was kind of my bad, but I get what you're saying now.
Was yours also a family affair? Just like a little like for me, it was father-son bonding.
No, it's always supposed to be professional. I mean, unless your dad's like a professional, which I respect, of course. I respect that.
I don't know where we're going.
Well, bro, I don't want to disrespect your dad or anything like that. Like, he's cool. I'm sure he's profesh. Yeah, I'm sure he's on LinkedIn.
You say LinkedIn? LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. Yeah, I said LinkedIn.
Oh, I think you mispronounced it. LinkedIn. Like.
Yeah, LinkedIn, like ligmable.
Fucking, we should start pronouncing it that way.
LinkedIn.
God, what a nonsense social media platform that is, huh? Has anybody benefited from that in chat? Like, it feels like you have to be a CEO to benefit from that website.
I consider LinkedIn to be a social media site the same way I consider fucking Venmo to be a social media site. It's not. It's not really. You can technically socialize on Venmo if you're fucking stupid.
Hello, yes, I'd like to share with the rest of the world my purchase from Bad Dragon. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Or yes,
You know-
I sent my friend Penelope $16.32. Yeah.
Yeah. I put in the subject line blowjobs, but that was just me being funny.
I feel like that's what everyone does to like share things on Venmo. They put like nonsense subject lines. Just
The funny thing is if you ever get your finances audited, there's going to be some questions asked. If they're like, "Hey, what's going on here? Why do you have a $22 bank statement?"
Oh yeah.
For bank robbery supplies.
Yeah, I'm sure the IRS will perfectly understand that all of your Venmos to your friend say for cocaine. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Or worse,
Without
for
fail.
tax evasion.
Yeah.
They'll totally understand that that's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no.
That makes me think of that one cop video that I watched where I shouldn't use the word cop. I respect the police. I respect the police in certain
cop
places.
video.
The cop video was about this lady was. I think I've said this before on stream. This lady just decided to joke about having a gun in the glove compartment as she was reaching for documents, and it was just like, yeah, of course, maybe don't joke about shit.
Hang on. Ever seen the email a guy got off his bank because all of his payments to his pals were labeled? I can't read that on stream. I don't want to say that word on stream.
Yeah.
Just out of precaution.
We're not gonna say that word on stream, because that's dangerous. But
I haven't heard about that one, Monster. But thank you.
I mean, the
I'm
human
so
race
glad
has
I
grown
spoke
large
to
enough that it's effectively infinite, and thus anything is possible. So I'm no longer surprised by any news stories or anything. If it's possible, it's bound to happen. Monkeys with typewriters.
That's just probability in general, though, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean like it's bound to happen in a very reasonable amount of time. Like we're not talking this could happen in the next 200 years. Like it's probably gonna happen this Thursday and next Thursday. That's how big the human population is at this point.
Yeah, fair. Have you ever been up at 11 o'clock at night and you just think to yourself, I don't want to be this kind of animal anymore?
Why do you think I'm a furry?
What?
I'm just being part of the community that's most likely to allow me to stop being human at some point when technology catches up.
No, never mind.
What? Is that what we were talking about?
No, it wasn't actually.
Well, what kind of creature do you want to be?
I said I don't want to be this kind of animal anymore.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, what other kind of animal do you want to be?
Fucking a functional human being, thank you.
Oh, no, those don't exist. Those are a myth. Those are
The
fiction.
community with body mods is most likely to be the furry. Yeah, probably. Honestly, probably.
Or tech bros. I'm hoping we get there first because the tech bros really don't deserve it.
Did you hear they actually put a chip in somebody's brain finally? And I haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta say, there's good and bad things about Elon Musk, and I don't know which one that is yet. We'll find out.
The fact there has been nothing suggests to me that something might be going wrong. Because they shoved a computer in somebody's brain.
No, see, I don't. I think news would happen if there was if it was catastrophic, because people like the news organizations are looking for any excuse to rake Elon Musk over the coals. You know, like they. To be fair, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it for a lot of things, but yeah, the news it would be in the news. I'm confident in that.
Seeing a guy working for you.
Oh god, it's the underside too.
That's the underside of it? How are you getting it in there?
Back here. Well, there's enough of a gap back there.
Oh, okay.
Oh good, they're giving us the RV.
Yeah, no, I refuse to respect Elon Musk on even a basic level until he accepts his trans daughter and calls her by her new name. Otherwise, he can get corn cob up the asshole.
Okay. I think that's a valid stance.
Just like right up there. Really up there.
Yeah.
You know. Just colonoscopy Musk.
Okay. I think
With
we
the
get the picture.
cob. Well, I just needed to make sure, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Potentially. Potentially. Yeah. I don't know why I think potentially. It's not even an actual response to the thing that Monster just said. Like, yeah, probably. Probably.
I mean, okay. I don't know. I think we've covered this topic before. But I don't like to judge somebody wholly, like their entire being off of any number of actions other than all their actions. You know.
I guess, but if somebody can't accept another human being, that might be a reason to fault them entirely.
I mean, I'm not gonna label him as a good person if that's off the table. I'm just saying you don't necessarily have to be a good person to be a great person, if that makes sense. Like,
are you saying he's a grandiose person?
No, I'm saying like great as in like Alexander the Great. Like he's clearly is accomplishing things. Some of them better than others.
Apparently, like giving somebody rejection syndrome from shoving a computer in their brain. That's another hero there.
That's not even allegedly. That's conjecture.
Might be conjecture. Everything I say, for the purposes if somebody tries to market this as slander or libel, is a joke and happened in Minecraft, and also is a joke that was ha funny, that never happened, but also happened in Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if Elon Musk sent his lawyers at us, I'd be flattered, to be honest, because why the fuck is he sending his lawyers after us? We're not exactly a big deal. Hey, you know what? If he did, I bet you our Twitch channel would skyrocket.
Oh, probably.
Hell yeah.
Hey, do you think this is a good marketing opportunity?
No. God, no. We are not going to attempt to get famous people's lawyers knocking at our doors, okay?
Not famous people, just his.
Just his?
Just his. I'm sure he's got a big enough ego. I'm sure he would.
No, I think he would just like say something vague about the topic on X and.
No, we can't call it X. We have to call it Twitter.
You're right. I'm sorry. Well, I was using X derisively.
I know, but we can't call it X until he accepts his daughter's new name.
God. All right. Are there any other rules that I've been breaking? Oh no.
No. It's just some specific rules that apply to him. We're not allowed to do the things he wants until he starts respecting trans people.
That feels kind of harsh.
He doesn't accept the very basis of his trans daughter's transness.
Okay.
I get to be harsh.
All right. Oh, you can be harsh. I mean, I support trans people, but like.
Stand in solidarity with Chris.
Like,
just do it.
That doesn't feel like a public thing that needs to be handled in the public forum.
I don't know. I think by handling it in the public forum, I'm getting out some steam, and also, it just makes me feel a little bit better about the fact that there's a lot of transphobes in places of power, and complaining about them and getting people to acknowledge my complaints helps me feel like people are getting more understanding about awful people.
Maybe. I do also feel, however, that there's a lot of fear about it's like speaking at all negatively about trans people right now.
Oh yeah, he is a public figure. We can talk about him in public. I think that's pretty fair.
But the daughter?
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that I'm not talking about.
Is the daughter a public figure? Yes or no?
What? I'm not talking about his daughter, though.
You're talking about the relationship between them.
I'm talking about her transness and his unwillingness to accept somebody's close to him being trans.
But
if I was talking about her, I'd be giving her name out and stuff, which is not what I'm doing.
That doesn't matter. Her name's definitely available on the internet, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that it's like
it's a bit of a mental gymnastic, but I'm uncomplicating it by pointing out that I'm not sharing her information. I'm not sharing how she plays into his stuff. I'm just giving the basics of the idea to make sure we understand why I dislike him.
Okay, sure. I guess.
All right, have a good sleep, Mansu. Thank you for joining us. It was really nice to have you. You should hang out with us more often. You okay, Chris?
Yeah, it's that whole like autism thing where where it's hard to stop talking about something when you have more to say.
I know. We have an ad starting up soon. I think I'm just gonna snooze it since we're so close to finishing this.
Yeah. We'll flip over.
So yeah, we'll just finish this up and then we'll call stream.
The left body. Yes.
Left body.
Wash my left body. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. It wasn't flashing before.
Oh, you didn't get all of this underside here.
I did my best. Look, okay, washing the undercarriage is kind of hard. Especially if you don't have a detachable shower head.
Wow, very nice. Never mind. I was gonna ask you a question, but I realized you have no way of answering me.
Oh?
You have no way of answering me.
And
it's about something I think should be private. So
okay. No,
it's a hygiene question, but it's a guy hygiene question, and I realized that there's just nothing I can ask you that makes sense.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm excited to hear about this after stream.
Okay.
Hey, I feel like we should hang out a lot after stream.
That is yet to be determined. I am very tired.
Yeah, me too.
Was the mall any good? Did you have a chance to like walk around some of your favorite shops or anything?
I went to the Source.
Like,
turns out it's what?
The mythical source? What's the source?
Yeah, the Fountain of Youth. Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Where they also sell a whole bunch of electronics.
Okay.
Yeah, no, oh, sorry. Let me use a more archaic term. Circuit City.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Got it. Circuit City.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't actually think the Source exists anywhere outside of Canada anymore because it's owned by Bell, which is a Canadian company.
Yeah, I talked to you about Bell.
Yes, you have. It's the same thing every time. Yeah.
Oh.
I still don't fully understand where it comes from or why it keeps getting brought up.
Oh, well, just...
Actually, I forget what it was. Can you remind me?
They're talking about Nortel and how they crashed the Canadian economy.
Oh yeah, that. Still dubious on the validity of that statement, but you know what? I'll just believe you. Yes, I visited the source. It continues to be a disappointing electronics store to visit. It wasn't always that way, but then Best Buy existed, and then we got Canada Computers, which is a dedicated computer store that has way better like cool stuff than for me, the computer nerd, than frickin' the source with its like 6 laptops, like 5 TVs. They got rid of like the shelf of games now. Like they don't have any physical discs behind the counter, and so it's just like cool. It's a place I can go to buy a cell phone, a case for my cell phone, a bunch of like random gimmicky electronics that were probably manufactured for pennies. Oh, and Beats by Dr. Dre. Or
good.
Skull Candies. Yeah. Honestly, kind of a disappointing place to go these days. I just walk into it every time I'm at the mall because it's the closest thing to like tech stuff that you can find at the mall. And
Fair.
just like, God damn it. But otherwise, I just spent like 3.5 hours reading on my phone in the food court after eating some food court sushi. It was pretty good. It's good sushi. I probably shouldn't describe it as food court sushi, and because it's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it's just that good.
Yeah.
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 Well,
It's good sushi.
the stream was rife with tech problems and skill problems and societal problems. So if you want to see more of that, consider subscribing.
We promise that's not it every time.
No, just every time we decide to play PowerWash Simulator while tired.
Yeah, we need to be careful about when we play PowerWash Simulator tired. It's a dangerous game.
Hey, chat, here's the problem, guys. And you know what? You can weigh in on this. We might not listen to you, but we want to give you guys streams, but some weeks we don't feel rested any of the days that we want to stream. And so it's like sometimes we stream not at our best. So hey, if this content is still like good for you guys, let us know. We'll keep doing it. Low energy is totally fine by us, but if you guys think you'd rather us stream less and only stream when we're at our best, hey, that's a great thing to tell us about in the Discord.
Yeah, we'd love to
or just in the chat. We're not going to limit you for that one because I think that's a perfectly understandable thing for you to share anywhere you can.
Yeah, so if you'd love to, by the way, join our Discord or check out our community, we'd love to have you.
Discord link is in the description below, and we have our YouTube where you can find this recording among many others. Just don't put yourself too hard. I don't think we do. I think it's just like some days are just like tougher than others, Yeah,
for sure.
And it's not really like super rough for us. It's just like we don't want to. Actually, I suppose it sometimes is, especially if we don't think before speaking like I do. But whatever. Well, like we don't do it when it's likely to be harmful to us. It's more just like we're worried about the quality of our streams sometimes, especially when
for sure. That's something that's something that hangs on my mind too. So we'll definitely love to hear about what you guys have to say on it.
Luna says it's still entertaining at least, so that's good. We're funny or entertaining at the very least, even when tired. Heck yeah. Anyways, join the Discord, subscribe, Watch us live on twitch.tv/fantasy sauce and on YouTube. We're fantasy sauce there too. Otherwise, should be back on Friday. We don't know what game we'll be playing, but it should be fun. Hopefully.
For sure. We'll figure something out, everybody, but I want to say if you stuck with us this long tonight, thank you so much for watching. If a dude, you still are. And you all have yourselves a wonderful evening.
Yeah, good night, everyone.